All right, I'm going to make something quick for supper because I'm getting around late, and I thought, well, I'll just do a kind of a pantry meal. And I'm going to do my take on, well, it's not really my take. I'm just going to ad lib like a potato casserole. And I have canned potatoes, and I have some canned beans, cream of chicken, soup, salt and pepper, um, McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning, some hamburger seasoning. I grated some cheese, and I always try to keep my onions pre-chopped, and I bag them up, and then we have some of our homegrown hamburger. So it's all just go to the pantry in the freezer and grab it out. And I'm going to start with my hamburger and onions in the skillet, and I have my oven preheating on 350. And I'm going to open these up, and I'll get back with you. Okay, I just took the onions and the hamburger out, and they're both frozen, so I have just a little bit of water and put the lid on, and I have it sit on a low medium heat, and I'll just come by and just crunch it up a little bit at a time for it to thaw and cook the onions because they are raw. And I love always having my hamburger cooked up. I always cook a large batch at one time, and then I vacuum seal it and put it in the freezer. The same with my onions and peppers and different things. So this is just going to be kind of a pantry type meal, and it should move pretty fast. So while this is cooking down and warming, I'm going to just go ahead and open my potatoes and drain my jar and cut them into smaller pieces and have that ready so I can just dump it all together. Probably need to reach over there and stir my meat and onions so they don't burn. Taste one of these. Very good. Sure makes it handy to work one day, but the rest of the time you just pop them out. And it's doing good. Now, I think I'm going to put a little flour in this. And we don't use very much milk, so I usually just open up some canned milk and add some water into it when I need milk, like for mashed potatoes. Well, for my mashed potatoes, I don't put water in my canned milk, but for other things I do. Anyways, I'm going to put a little bit of flour in that while it's cooking. Really give it a little thickening. And now I'm going to put some seasoning in here. I'm going to use some of the Montreal steak sauce or steak seasoning. I don't have a recipe. I am just throwing things together. I did turn my heat down. And now I'm going to use some of the hamburger seasoning from Grill Mates. And I might get me a spoon and taste that and see if it needs some salt. I know I want to use pepper. What do I do with my pepper? It's smelling good. You get me a spoon. Probably does need some salt because potatoes are going to be in it, but I just want to make sure. That's good. I don't know. Maybe a little salt. Flying by the seat of my pants, like I do every meal. Okay. Now I'm going to put a can of cream of chicken in. Kind of give it that gravy texture. And I need, okay, here's one. Don't want to waste any of it. Okay. I'm going to put my milk in there. This is a cup, and I put half of the canned milk and half water. And I may not use it all, just to give it a little creamy texture. I used about a half cup, looks like. Okay, and I want some beans in it. I need a towel. And these are some beans that I canned, and I put some chili in the bottom, or chili powder in with them. They're not like a heavy chili. Stick that in there. Kind of a pinto. There's the chili seasoning. I don't like the color of it, so I got out the kitchen bouquet to use to get a little darker color, and I won't put a lot in there so it won't. It's a brownie. If I can get it open. Ah, there it went. I'd rather do it like this so I don't dump too much, because I have a thing for doing that. Just brown it up a little bit. Like I said, I don't have a recipe. I just kind of seen other people make it and just decided to do my thing. I think that's the way we all cook, though. All right. That looks good. Now, I don't have my pan out. I should have got that. My baking dish. Oops, I hit the camera. Turned it off. Okay. Yeah, I should do it like this. Okay. Smells really good. that one was almost too small. I spilled it all over the side here. Now, I have cheese to go on top of it, but I'm not going to put any cheese on it. And this won't have to be in the oven a long time. Everything's really done. Just give that some time to cook down on those potatoes. I bet about 30 minutes at 350 will be fine. All right, I've got it in the oven, and when it gets finished in about 30 minutes, I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to put some cheese on it and just let that melt, and it'll be done, and I'll show it to you.